Live from Paris. And I don't know what happened, but my whole thing just went down for no reason. But we'll try it again and see what happens. So we're by these football pitches here, close to my gym. Even though it's a beautiful park, you can see we're not far from the city over there. Haps logo again. Hello from London. Hello, Katie. Yes, you guys call it soccer. We call it football. The whole world calls it football, except for the Americans. Hello from Philadelphia. Hello from Brisbane. Kathy Drew. Haps is not working. Oh no, War Day. Well, they are having some growing pains, but it might also be my signal. Right now it says it's great. Linny P says, Bonjour, Euro. Nice to see you on here. It's nice to be here. Maria's back. Dana's here. You're working on HAPS. We are working on HAPS. That's true. So I'm just out for a walk here by my gym. You can see the tall buildings of Paris. Euro, thank you for appreciating my music. Of course. I've always appreciated your work. I was just starting to say that you made a music piece for me with video graphics. I don't know if you remember this. The Penguin Flip. I talk to Linda from time to time, not very often, not like before. Oh my God! Tweet this babe is here from Periscope and Twitter. Lenny, good to see you. Euro blank screen froze on Haps. Oh no. You didn't join on, yeah, I don't join on Hangouts that much either, actually. Videos cutting in and out. Yeah, so I don't know what that is. It could be my signal, maybe. Right now it says it's great. I got 4 bars, but I know I'm on an edge of a 4G, 5G boundary here. Oh, we're right in the middle of the action. That ball is coming right at us. It's on YouTube. Oh my God, the Penguin Flip. So I'm going to have to promote that. Hello from New York. Let's see, can I know there's a way, how can I invite somebody on here? I don't know how to do that. Yeah, I don't know. It's very strange. There's supposed to be a way to invite people, but I don't see how to do it. Huh. Your Haps is fine for me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have access to any menu items on here. I don't really understand it because when I'm on my iPad, I do invite Hap Dev so they can work on the bugs. I can't invite anybody. The eye icon I think is a zoom. So let's test out the eye. Hello from Beirut. Oh my God, Jess is here from Beirut. Uh, so yeah, so whoa, it's like a super zoom. I don't know what that is. That's got to be like a 10 times zoom or something. It's actually too much of a zoom. Way too much. The picture is so clear. Well, that's good. That's a good news. All right, let's go over to the other pitch. So there's 1 pitch, 2 pitch. I think there's 3 or 4 pitches. There's a track over here. You can see the blade of grass. Amazing. Yeah, the picture should be very clear. And I think we might be in 5G right now. It's hard to tell. There's the track. You uploaded the Penguin Flip on your YouTube channel. Okay, awesome. So guys, check out Swift Beats YouTube channel. Check out the Penguin Flip. I would play it for you if I knew how to access the menu controls, but I don't see it. Maybe it's because I'm in portrait. I mean in landscape. Let's see, chat live. Okay, that's why. So I can do it. Let's see if I can invite Swift Beats. Oh, signal is dropping. Signal is dropping. We better walk back in the other direction. Only works if I hide chat. It only works if I go back to the portrait. If I hide chat, nothing happens. Yeah. So it says Swift is in the channel. So Swift, can you talk? I don't hear you. Do I have to do something? Oh, there he is. Swift. Can people see Swift?
What up, people?
Now I can hear you too. Awesome. Good to see you. So I don't know what people are seeing on their screen. I'm in portrait mode right now. If I go to landscape, yeah, I don't see Swift. Do you guys see Swift if I go to landscape? You can see him. Can you see him in landscape or only in portrait? And now I don't hear him.
I'm
Swift.
here.
Oh,
You hear
okay,
me?
I do hear him. Okay. Swift, what do you see on your screen? Because I'm just seeing the football pitch.
I need to screenshot this and put this on the as opposed to for Haps to fix it. What they've done is on my screen, one side of the screen, because there's two boxes, right?
Right.
One side of me is like a full, like normal image of me, and then the one that's next on the other side on my like left is your what you're broadcasting,
Uh-huh.
my picture, but it's like squashed, which is weird.
Oh. Yeah, what I'm seeing is I'm not seeing anything except what I'm filming. So I'm just seeing the football pitch. That's in landscape. If I go into portrait, I
Hmm.
see you and what I'm filming.
Yeah, but the viewers, they most probably see us all in normal kind of like how it should
Yeah,
look. Like.
they're like
But
really small. Yeah.
yeah, they see us like normal, how they should see us. But when we see it, the broadcasters and the people joining in, like when I join in, I look really like squashed.
All
But your
right.
broadcast is like normal and it looks really nice and clear. So I'm not sure what they have to fix that
It's
development,
equal. Yeah.
yeah, of the app. But there's a lot of development issues like developing this app. But once it'll take us time, but be patient, guys. Like this app will be like a really good app. It's just
Oh
that
yeah.
we need to just be patient about it. I know that we are so used to Periscope, and you've got other platforms like Twitter and all that, but I like this app. It's just because we can then, make them, you know, make it better. Hello,
Right.
Mary. Hello, Jess. Hello, Linda.
Mary, yeah, I have a guest.
Yeah. Euro, do I have your permission to uh I can let the people know about my YouTube?
Oh yeah, please do.
I always want to ask you because
Yeah, no,
it
that's that
respects
that
your broadcast at the end of
yeah,
the
no,
day.
that's nice to ask, but yeah, no, I told people I want them to I want them to subscribe to your Nancy. C'est très bien. Ouais.
This is
Um,
so cool that you can invite guests and stuff. I'm gonna
yeah,
try it on the
I
Android.
like that. I like that.
You're on iPhone, right?
I'm still experimenting, guys. So
Euro, are you on iPhone?
yeah, I'm on my iPhone 12 Pro Max,
Yeah.
but
See,
I also have my also Mary. You have two different accounts. Do you realize that?
I wanted to ask you that if you check on the updates on the App Store of Haps and see what version of update it is currently, and screenshot that because what I wanted to see is how far behind is the Android app version of Haps.
Oh
How
yeah,
far behind is?
It is pretty far behind. They explained that to me the other day. So they said, they have to go through the Google Play Store approval process, and apparently that's very delayed. So they put in the changes, but then they have to wait for Google to approve it,
But
and it's taking longer than on the Apple side. So it varies, but he said one time they had to wait like 27 days before, or 25 days, something like that, before Google
one thing I want
updated
to
it.
mention, one thing I want to mention is this: is that I'm gonna ask the developer, like Pablo and the rest of them, that they should do what what is it Twitch is doing, like not Twitch, TikTok. Because I'm a beta tester of TikTok,
Oui, bonjour.
um, and basically
C'est juste
through,
pour
through
montrer le.
Ah, ok.
Mais ça vous
Non,
gêne,
j'ai
je
trop-
peux l'arrêter.
Non, non, c'est bon.
Ok, d'accord.
Euro,
Yeah.
TikTok.
My screen went black. Oh, that's because I'm doing the.
You know TikTok.
Uh huh.
I'm one of the beta testers of them, and what they do is
Oh, nice.
they've made like a Facebook group messenger via Messenger, and
Uh huh.
they on the Facebook like beta test page, yeah, they
Yeah.
send like a link which all the testers can download, because this app is on a beta test. It's on beta at the moment, right?
Right.
That's
Yeah,
what
it's the
they should
beta.
do as well. They should put it on Facebook, make a like a HAPS beta test thing.
Oh, group or
Include,
something. Yeah.
yeah, include us, and then
Yes.
we download the app and get it all up to date. And the one that is the stable version that's on the Google Play Store, that's for the general people to join in and enjoy and whatever. And the ones that are testing it and saying, hey, there's an issue with this, an issue with that, we can report back to, you know, like that. That's how TikTok is doing it. They're sending us the beta version. We figure out like, all right, let's test if the camera's working. If there's any problem, we report, and then they fix that, and like that. And every time it's improving and it is quicker than going on through Google Play or going through the App Store. So that's what they
Okay.
need to do.
Now I got to ask you another question, Swift. So I invited Awesome Mary into the chat to join us, but she's not
Yeah.
joining us for some reason. Um, I invited you. How did you join when I invited you? Did you have to
I had a
leave?
notification. I had a I had a notification on my email,
Right.
and it says that Euro has invited you to this thing. And then I go to my email, click the link, it closes this app, and then when I click the link, it opens the app again, and then automatically goes to where you go when you're just about to go live, that bit where when you broadcast, and then it will say your name Euro, and you click Euro, and then I'm in here.
Gotcha. So, Awesome Mary, I invited you. Oh, you're still in bed. Okay, well, maybe you don't want to join then. But yeah. So when I get an invitation, yeah, I have to do the same thing. I basically have to leave the app and rejoin by hitting the. I do a go live. The go live button basically.
Hmm.
Like I'm doing my own broadcast, and then it'll be listed there. And you can either create a new broadcast or you can join the existing broadcast. But it's a shame. It should be, ideally it should be right in the app, but you basically have to leave. So there's
Yeah.
Swift's YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Swift786. So when you're on YouTube, just either go to the URL, youtube.com/Swift786, or you can just do search Swift786 and you'll find it. And you should find the Penguin Flip, which is my
Yeah.
theme song. So when I get better at this app, I think there's a way that I can actually play it. I've seen
Do
people
you,
put up photos and stuff, but I don't know how to do that.
what you can try is, if you've got it on headphones or Bluetooth, what I'm saying is if you got the song on your mobile,
Yeah,
like on your music player, you can play that and it should go through the app maybe.
really? But there's a way where
Maybe.
people they hit a button and they add a photo or video. I don't know how to do that. Do you know how to
That's
do
on the
that?
computer. That's OBS or
Oh, that's
some
only on
other.
the computer?
Yeah, that's on the computer using some program. Like if
Oh,
there's Mac,
okay.
it's
It's
some
not on
other
mobile though,
broadcasting
because I'm
software.
on mobile right now.
Yeah, when you're home, use OBS or whatever you use,
Yeah.
whatever streaming software you use, and then you can do it.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. But I'm really looking for things that I can do when I'm on mobile because I like to go
That's
out and about a lot.
that's why, when you came to my live and I was talking to Pablo, I was saying to him about how do you do audio only and all these other features, because I've seen like TikTok and other platforms, they've been using like audio only feature and other things.
Oh
So
my
I was trying
God!
to invite it.
I'm getting Super Hearts Award from Mark Diaz. So thank you, Mark. That's really kind of you. And it's cool that we finally caught up live. I know you catch my replays, but it's good to be live. I'm kind of lost in the park here. Which way? I'm not sure which way I'm supposed to be going.
Am I lagging? Am I moving in time with like sequence with my the audio and the video?
For me,
Euro?
you are.
Oh, that's perfect. That's what I wanted to check. If it's how is it like when a person joins?
Yeah. And I don't
Try
understand.
and invite someone else. Let's see if we get like
Yeah. Yeah,
if we
let's
get
invite somebody else. Who should we invite? Let's
whoever
do it
you.
up. Let's get the maximum.
Yeah, let's just see if it can handle it. If it
Yeah,
can cope with.
exactly. Exactly. Lots of bells and amp whistles. Interesting. Yeah, I think there's some interesting things. So I'd like to try it out, figure out what's possible, what's not possible. I don't understand this whole goal thing because somebody said it was in settings. So when this crashed, we were on just a minute ago and it crashed for some reason. Um, but when I went into settings, I couldn't find it anywhere. So I don't know what you guys are talking about. So
I'm a
Bella
music
wants to know what
producer.
you're. Yeah.
I'm a music producer, composer. I make music for artists, musicians, songwriters, poets, spoken words, charitable kind of things. Help students at school and stuff like that.
So Mark is showing a lot of love. Thank you, Mark, for those super hearts. Um, awesome, Mary. You're on a phone. You can only invite one person at a time. No, I can invite more. I've already invited you. I invited Peter. I don't know if he's around. And yeah, I can invite more people. Who wants to come up? Who wants to come up and talk? Let me know.
Guys, come,
And
come. You're welcome.
yeah, exactly.
You're always inviting.
If Linda was
Get the golden ticket.
if Linda was around, we could invite Linda up. I don't know if
Yes,
she's
you
on
can.
Haps yet, though. I haven't talked to her in a while. Uh, you can invite, but only one person shows up. Oh, is that right?
All right, I'll leave, and I'll just join at the bottom, and you guys can try.
But okay, Mary, are you sure about that? I guess it's probably true. I know, like on the desktop version, you can have like total of 8 people, so you can
Yeah, you can.
invite 7 people.
You can. I'm gonna drop down, and then
Okay.
let Mary or someone join. Yeah. Thank you again. I appreciate
All
for
right, Swift. Thanks a lot.
supporting me. God bless. Yeah.
Can you invite someone up without having them go live? I'm in bed. No, you have to go live if you're up, but you can always point your camera away from you. You got, well, if you're using an iPhone or something like that, you got face fronting camera and the back facing camera. So you can just turn on the back camera, and yeah, on the desktop you can have more. So, but I'm not on my desktop, I'm on my phone. So your webcam is covered. Well, we could invite Lenny up. Lenny, you have 2 accounts as well. Why does all these people have 2 accounts? No wonder it's so confusing. Well, I invited both of your accounts because I don't know which one you're using. Are you talking with your phone mic or headphone mic? So I'm talking with my earbuds that are plugged into my phone right now. Well, it says you do. Or your name came up twice. I invited both of them. Why don't you join? Join the conversation. I don't know. Why didn't you join the conversation, Lenny? And we can talk up here. So much easier. See how much easier it was for me to chat with Swift when he was up in the comments. Swift, we can do a little test. When somebody joins my conversation here, uh, one said Lenny P, I think, and one had your name out there. Check your email. This person getting invites to the broadcast. But Swift, when we get somebody to join, what you could do is after they join, you could try to rejoin with your invite, and let's see what happens, what kind of error message you get, or if it lets you join. Maybe they have their email logged off. Yeah, I don't know. I never, when I've joined other people's broadcasts, I've never joined via the email link. I just go to the Go Live page. Lenny, if you go to your Go Live page, you'll also see a link to join. I mean, one thing that's a little bit better with Periscope is in Periscope, I can see how many people are chatting and stuff. I'll let it join, but it won't show him. It'll let him join, but it won't show him up. Well, that's okay. I mean, that's better than nothing, because we might be able to hear him. What's up over this way? You will screenshot it. There's my gym. Let's go take a look at that. Says my thing is disabled. How do I go landscape? It doesn't when I rotate my phone. Right now I'm in portrait. Let me try going landscape, see if that helps. You'll try to see if it can join by computer. Yeah, that's a good idea. So we got some gym equipment up here. And there's my gym. You see all the slides? The crazy slides. Minus the landscape. You can't during the broadcast. Thank you for trying, so now I know. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on. Nobody else is able to join. Android does not show landscape yet, says Jason. I got your invite to join live. Yeah, but so far I invited Awesome Mary and I invited Lenny P. Oh, Lenny P got the invite, so can you join? Mary's gonna join. Okay, so we'll get our first joiner here. I think it's the Android thing. Can't go landscape either. Yeah, it might. I think landscape might only be iOS for now. Because I'm in conversation with the developer teams. They will get updates for Android rolling out soon. It's gray overcast in London. Yeah, you can see it's blue skies here. It's pretty clear. Okay, we have Mary's in the house.
Hello. Can you see me?
I can see you, but okay, there you go. I think they can see you now too.
Hold on. It's still dark here.
I think they can see you. Okay, so now that we got hello from Gulfport, hello Bannerman. No difference here, but that's okay. Thanks, Dana and Swift. Huh? Can you guys see Mary as well, or is it just me? And thank you guys for those awards. That was really kind of you guys. Awesome app though. Can't see her. Uh-oh.
Oh, you can't see me?
They can't see you. So I think the problem is I think when you invite somebody, they don't see Mary. So I see you, but they don't see you. So I've seen this before. So I think what it is when you invite somebody on the mobile, you can only invite one person, and then
right. The initial person is the
exactly
one that shows, and then the rest don't show. Right?
So I can see you and I can hear you, but they can't see you. But can you guys hear Mary, or do you not hear her? Oh, there's Swift.
Yeah. Can you see Swift?
I see Swift, and you see Swift.
I can see Mary. I can see Mary in the small box.
Yeah.
But I can't see her on the broadcast like Euro.
Right. And Mary probably. I think Mary only sees you in the small box, right?
Yes. I'm gonna screenshot this.
Oh, they can hear you. Okay, so that's interesting. So they hear you guys. So we can all talk.
We can do it.
But they can't see you. Now I'm gonna put on Swift in the big screen for a second and see if it goes back.
No. Oh my god.
No, it should work, right? Or no, it doesn't work.
No, it won't work.
It dropped Mary, I think. Or either Mary dropped or
invite her again.
Well, she could still join because she still has the invite, I think. Loretta Marie just subscribed. Thank you, Loretta Marie. You can hear Mary and stuff. So we can have multiple people on the audio side. So do you see my gym there, Swift? Do you see the slides?
Yeah.
So my gym also has a water park. So it's got all these huge swimming pools and slides and crazy stuff. Oh, you probably can't see it because of the sun.
I clicked on Mary's small picture, and now she's like full screen on my
Mary's
side
back.
where you're broadcast.
Hey, Mary.
Hi.
So the guys in the audience can hear you, but they can't see you. But can they see Swift, I wonder? Can you guys see Swift? Yeah, I think I don't know. Maybe it's when I change cameras.
Yeah, so they so from what I understood yesterday
now you can see the slides.
Yeah, from what I understood yesterday from Peter or Pablo or Mark, one of the three.
Oh, they can.
Yeah, we can. I see it. Can they see both of us?
I think they just see Swift.
Yeah, only Swift. Yeah. So the original person that you on your phone, the original person is the one that they see, and then but they're working on that. So they're going to be working on having more people, and then
right.
For right now, you can't. But on your computer, you can invite up to 7 people. So there's
right.
You
but I just boxes. On the app, I just put you in the big picture. So on my screen, I have you in the big picture, and I have Swift in the little picture. So presumably that should mean that they should see you now.
No.
Not necessarily. No. What it is that that's your own personal viewing.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You're not controlling the broadcast, what the viewers are watching. The viewers are only watching the screen where you are broadcasting and whoever's fixed onto next to your broadcast. So
gotcha.
That's not I didn't make the choice or decision. It's the app itself. So I can leave the room and try and let Mary be on it.
No, we tried that. It doesn't work. What happens is when you leave the room, no one else can can
I wonder,
join. It's
I wonder how you
it's like
do
it's
that.
fixed
Yeah.
on you.
Yeah.
That's not fair. I
But
wanted Mary to join because I want Mary to join. It's not fair.
well, they can hear Mary. They can hear
Yeah, they
Mary.
can hear me, but they can't see me.
Yeah.
So I
So
wonder
that's
if, well, wait a
that's
minute. Can you, Euro, can you take him, like drop him? What if you dropped him?
from the invite.
Yeah, can you do that?
We could try that. I don't know if I have a way
Try
to do
that.
that. Let's see.
But I'll join down in the chat.
So yeah, so Swift, I'm gonna take you out just to see what happens.
Okay.
And I wish I knew which account Mary
Oh,
was
Mary's
joining
gone.
under.
Oh,
Mary's
back.
gone now?
Mary's back.
I'm
Huh.
back. Yeah, it keeps kicking me out.
Which one is your account? With the small letters or with the capital letters?
Capital A W.
Capital
Yeah, is it-
A W S M underscore capital MARY.
Okay, I'm gonna try that with the capital one.
Okay.
Okay, so now Mary's invited. So do you guys see Mary now? And if not, Mary, you should try quitting and rejoining and see
Okay.
if that changes, because you're the only invite now.
Okay, I'll be back.
So we're doing a lot of testing here, guys. Oh my God, look at you guys. We are up getting those awards. Thank you guys so much. It removed me. Yeah, I took you out of the invite just to see what would happen. Close this window to invite users. Huh. So we'll see if Mary can rejoin. Okay, so Mary's back. So do you guys see Mary? No, you don't, do you?
Can you see me?
No, I can tell that they can't.
They can't.
Because I can see, I have a screen that shows what they see, and it looks to me like the only thing they see is me.
It's just you.
So it looks like you can't change it in the middle of the broadcast. It goes
No.
with whatever the original one was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think
Yes,
that's it.
so it's just like, so even though my invite list right now, you're the only name in my invite list.
Mhm.
But what it does do is it did kick Swift out,
Yeah.
and Swift can't rejoin, so it's kind of strange.
Oh, so I mean that's something that because it's a beta, then we can.
Oh
let
yeah,
them
yeah,
know.
yeah. Well, as long
Yeah.
as it's beta like this,
Mhm.
we're gonna go through. That's normal to go through
Mhm.
a lot of little changes. It's
Mhm.
just good to identify them so we can put it
Mhm.
on a list.
Right.
Periscope better than this app because Periscope map. Yeah, so we've mentioned to them about the map.
British. Yes. I am.
So many people have requested that, so they are well aware of that. They explained that. So Mark Goldman, who's the CEO, he explained that they always wanted to have a map interface. The problem was, up until now, they didn't have very many users using the platform, or broadcasters, I should say, and so the map would not have been very useful. But now that they've got a lot more users, it makes more sense.
Right.
Is Mary on Hap's app? So I believe she
Yes.
is.
Yes, I am. So
Dark
there's-
Room 21 just subscribed.
Yeah.
All right,
Well, I'm gonna drop off since nobody can see me. So.
but they can hear you.
Oh, well, it's up to you.
It's up to you. I mean,
Do you like having people on here, or is
It's
it
kind of
better?
nice,
Yeah,
it's
it
kind
is.
of nice to get their, don't you think? To get their reaction. I'm
Yeah,
going
I
to take
like-
you guys inside the gym. I guess I can go back to landscape since they can't see you anyways. And
Mhm.
landscape, I think, is a little bit better.
So you were
So-
able to switch from portrait to landscape in the middle of the broadcast?
Oh, yeah.
Because you couldn't do that yesterday. So they must have
Yep.
changed that.
What happens is, like you can change it, but I think, I don't know what happens I don't know what the viewers are seeing when I change it like that. So here's you can see the pool at my gym. Of course,
Oh.
for the pandemic, everything's closed, but
Right.
this gym, by the way, you can see is huge.
That's cool. But that's a video, right?
This looks like some ads for something. That's a
Oh,
video,
yeah, like that.
yeah, everything is closed. But but I don't know if you guys can see, but this video screen is huge.
Yeah, that is huge. It's cool
Yeah,
though.
it's like a football pitch long screen.
That's super cool.
But here, I'm going to show you. This is my gym. So the first thing you'll see is the pool.
So,
You're
so
live in Haps
Euro,
News. Awesome.
so
Thank you
Euro,
to explain this.
when you have it on landscape, we can only see like this much. You know, like we don't see the full scope of it.
You don't?
No, it's just like a little, like a strip like this.
Oh, that's not. There's something wrong then.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
maybe
very
it's because
limited. It's
maybe
very
it's
limited what we can see. Yeah.
maybe it's because I switched between landscape and portrait. It's getting confused.
Are you back to portrait right now?
No, right now I'm in landscape.
Okay, yeah. It's very limited. It's like, it's just,
But maybe
yeah.
it's because I switched back and forth and it's confused. But there's the pool. I don't know if you guys can see the pool. Well, I should say
Just a slide.
one pool. So you guys can't see much.
No.
Is it better when I switch it this way to portrait?
Yes, much better.
It is.
Yeah, we can
Oh,
see.
wow.
Yeah, we can see like a bigger range. Yeah.
So the landscape is not working right then.
No.
But it
Like
might
I,
be
like I
because I
used to,
switched.
yeah, I used the landscape last night when I was broadcasting.
Good morning. Hey, Dean.
I was broadcasting and I was just showing like you know, like Denver, and it was like just that, you know, and so it was only good for that, but not when you're what you're doing right now.
So you can see, look, everything is roped off and closed. There's a cinema, so that's closed. The gym itself is bordered and closed. So this gym is humongous. I can't even
is.
begin to show you the size.
Holy
Well,
moly.
you're only seeing a small section of it because this is just one pool,
Wow.
and then we have another pool.
And I can see it's empty, right?
Yeah, there's no water in it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, but these are all different slides here. Then they have an outdoor pool. They have another indoor pool over there, and then they've got beaches with sand and everything.
Oh,
So.
it shows the full screen on landscape for her.
Oh,
Isabel.
it does show the full screen. Oh,
Oh, maybe it's just because I'm here. Let me
how
let me
strange.
I know, let me look at on my computer. Maybe if I can see you on here. Oh, there it is.
So I'll switch back to landscape. So
Yeah.
zoom out, ask, is there a way to go full screen, eliminate overlays? On my iPhone, it shows the full screen on landscape. Oh, so Mary,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
it's
I
working
see
for
it.
other
Yeah.
people.
Yeah,
It is-
I see it. I see it. Yeah. I think it's because I'm on here, but on the computer that I'm looking you on the computer, I can see.
Gotcha.
Well, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll go back to landscape then.
Yeah, yeah. Landscape looks good.
So there's the pool and landscape.
Hmm.
It's just great video on both landscape and portrait, Andrew. Okay, well, that's good to know. See you soon, like in a few months. So and this is another cool thing we have at the pool. Do you see this here? It's a weight box, right? So you can do wakeboarding. Do you see the guy there?
Cool.
Yeah, and so
That
when
would
it's
look
turned
like
on,
a
the water's
slide
going really fast, and yeah.
Wow, that's like almost like a water park.
It is a water park.
That's cool.
Yeah, they have, what do they have there? They have I didn't even mention all the things they have. They have a counter current swimming lanes where, you know, there's a current, and so you can swim either with the current or against the current. They have, what do you call it? A wave pool, you know, where it generates those huge waves. And then they have all kinds
Do they have
of,
a lazy river?
with a lazy river.
A lazy river is like it goes around in a circle, like the current
Yes.
takes you. You get like in a tube. Yeah.
Yes, they have that. Yeah, they have a lazy river. They have like these toboggan things that you can take down the slides, or you can just go down the slide yourself. On other
So
slides,
now you're pixelated. It's the first time I've ever seen it pixelated.
they have, you see, they have chairs outside the sports store.
Wow.
Because, you know, they limit the number of people coming in. You see, everybody's wearing a mask. So what was I gonna say?
If this is the
You're
private,
sending this message to test
well, I
if
can
this
see
is
it.
a private
So
message.
I can see it.
And I could see it. And it's not marked private. Usually when I have a private message, it's marked private. But it is in pink,
Yeah,
where
I
the
can
other
see it.
messages are just black. So I don't know what that means. Oh, well, let me show you this building here is pretty cool. But yeah, we have that lazy river thing, and we have oh, and they also have inside the pool. They have pools inside the pool. So you can, like, there's steps, and they have like little pools inside the pool, and the little pools are all at different temperatures. So you can go into like a really hot pool or a cool pool. Um, so they have those all around.
The picture is so clear, Euro.
And so I don't know if you can see this building, but it's very triangular, and it comes out.
You can see it.
Your signal is better now. Yeah, it's probably because I'm outside.
Yeah.
I think there's. The thing is too, see, is I'm in a 5G area. So if you know about 5G, it's a much faster signal. It's a better signal, but the wavelength is higher, which means that it can transmit more data, but it doesn't penetrate as far. So it won't go inside buildings the same way 4G does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the lower your frequency, the less data you can transmit, but the further it penetrates, you get better coverage. So those are kind of the differences. So so the 5G that we have in France is on 3 different frequencies. It's 700 megahertz, 2.1 gigahertz, and 3.5 gigahertz.
Oh, he can.
2.1 and 700 is compatible with 4G, and 3.5 is 5G only, and 3.5 is also, you can have it at 3.5 in 2 different flavors, NSA and SA. So we have it in NSA, which gives you some of the benefits of 5G, but not all. So we're limited to about 2 gigabits of download per second,
So
which is still pretty fast.
Quick question. So, like,
Yeah.
if I wanted to switch to 5G, do I have to get a new phone, or can I just upgrade on
Yeah.
my regular phone?
No, you need a 5G compatible phone, and then you need a 5G, what do you call that in English? 5G subscription plan from your provider.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So you need, and then you need to have 5G antennas in your area.
Okay.
So we don't have we have a lot of 5G antennas in Paris, but they're not turned on right now because the Green Party has the majority in the
5G SIM. Okay.
in the mayor's office, and they are blocking the 5G from being turned on. So we have them, they're just not turned on.
Okay.
But in the suburbs, they're turned on. So this is in Paris, but it's right on the border of the suburbs. So I'm picking up the 5G from the suburbs, basically.
We have them in Philly. Dana says we have them in Philly.
Oh, you have them in Philly, yeah. Yeah, so France is a little bit behind in terms of, oh, and we've got a helicopter, what do you call it? Yeah, we have a helicopter.
Pad.
Yeah, pads here. It's like it's like an airport for helicopters.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, so I imagine none of them are flying, unfortunately. But those are quite fun to take when they're open.
Yes, those are fun.
Well, everything is shut down for the pandemic, basically. So the only thing really open are stores right now, which they just opened a little over a week ago, probably for Christmas. But everything else is closed. So museums are closed, theaters are closed, gyms, cinemas, bars, restaurants are closed.
Did they tell you until when, Euro?
No, we don't really know till when. They were supposed to open the cinemas and theaters last week. So that's what we were expecting. But when we got close to the date, they said they were going to postpone it at least 3 more weeks. So we'll see. So maybe not till January. It all depends on, they go by the numbers, right? So they're hoping the numbers go down enough by January to warrant it.
And Swift says you need to check if the signal strength is excellent for 5G in your area before switching to your SIM. So check your area first before you switch your SIM.
Yeah, I mean, what I do is, so yeah, I always check the signal strength before I broadcast, but the phone will, if the 5G isn't good, the phone will just drop down to 4G.
Oh, okay.
So it sort of does it automatically, switching between the 5G and 4G, depending on signal strength and factors like that. Still waiting for 5G in Canada. Yeah, so France is really behind. The other EU states are much further along in their 5G development. And the reason we're so far behind is not for technical reasons, because we do have the antennas up and running. It's strictly for political reasons, because the environmental groups have been blocking it. So we're actually number one in Europe in terms of fixed internet speeds, but the mobile speeds, the 5G is being delayed.
So the camera, the picture on here is so clear that you can even see like the spots on the ground. Like that's how clear it is. Like
it should be pretty clear.
Yeah.
For a couple of reasons. One is because of the 5G, and also because I'm using iPhone 12 Pro Max, so the camera, it's a really good camera, and ideally it should be a nice resolution coming through.
It's very nice, yeah.
There are a lot of, whoops, we got a little football action.
What are the reasons for
okay. So I kicked the balls back to the boys, and they were like, "Oh, thank you, monsieur." It's not turned on here, but it's all political money. Yeah, it's the same thing here. It's all politics. Oh, we got one helicopter flying. Yay! So when I'm working out in my gym or hanging out at the beach, you'll see the helicopters taking off sometimes. So this one's coming in for a landing, obviously. So I've actually scoped taking helicopter rides. So we took, yeah, so.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, if you guys remember Alex from London, Alex and I, we went to New York, and we got on a helicopter together, and we flew around Manhattan, and we filmed the whole thing. We live streamed the whole thing.
That's awesome.
So it was fun, yeah. I'm excited to make music on here. Yeah, Swift is great for music.
Mm-hmm.
Have guests jamming with me. I feel like it might work now. Yeah, I think it would work now. I think the ability to have multiple people is quite nice.
Yeah, and I did ask them if it was okay for us to use music, because like on YouTube you can't, but here they said you could.
Well, I don't think that's quite right.
No?
So the rules for music pretty much is the same everywhere, because it's directed by federal law.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so the difference is, it depends what you're doing with your music. If it's your own music, of course you can play it because you own the copyrights. If you're doing a cover, then you should be okay as well. The problem comes is when you're playing somebody else's music.
Like what happens if you're using music for your background? Like I usually do like
like playing someone else's song?
Yeah, like Christmas music in the background.
Yeah, then that could be problematic. What happens is if they get a strike notice from the copyright owner, they'll be required to take it down. So it's the same as YouTube. The difference is YouTube has software where they've automated the process, and so they detect that music right away, right? Because it's not like a human being. So the difference is Haps doesn't have that software yet.
Yeah.
So they're not checking in real time, but the owner can still lodge a complaint, and if they do, they're required to take it down. Now you can object to it if you think you have a right to do it, but then you expose yourself to penalties if you're not correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
singing covers should be okay. I mean, check with the team to be sure, but that was my understanding of what they were saying is that the singing covers should be okay.
Mhm.
I know what happens on my YouTube channel is I have music from time to time because I'm walking around and it's just in the background, right? I'm not even playing the music. I'm just like walking on the street and somebody's playing music, right? And what happens is they will usually send me a notice saying, we detected music at, 3 minutes and 20 seconds to 4 minutes and 15 seconds on your scope. And because of that, they don't put a strike on my account, but what they do is any advertising revenue that they get on that whole video now, instead of going to me, goes to whoever owns the rights to that song. So I could have a 1 hour video and there's just 1 minute in the background somewhere.
Mhm.
And basically any of the advertising revenue I have is forfeited and goes to the music rights owner.
So Isabel said, Mary, you can play classical music because the copyright is public domain.
Yeah, that's usually true.
Okay, cool.
So lots of times things go out into the public domain, whether it's music or even books and things like that after a certain amount of time. And so you can play those. And then there's also copyright-free music available online. So yeah, there's things in the public domain, copyright-free. So those are available. So like for YouTube creators, there's all kinds of sites and apps that help giving you royalty-free music.
Mhm.
But it takes a really long time because they keep changing the laws. So for instance, the Beatles music was supposed to become royalty free. I think it was this year or last year, because in the UK it was a 75-year timeline, but I think they ended up extending it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Who fought that? Do you know?
Usually what happens is the big music companies always file and they keep getting it extended. So in the US it used to be the lifetime of the author plus 50 years. So like the Disney stuff was supposed to become royalty free. But then they changed it. So
Oh. What is
so
that big
yeah.
building there on your right?
That's
big-
just an office building.
Oh, it looks very modern.
Yeah, there's a few modern buildings in this area because a lot of the businesses is here. My studio is in this area actually.
Your studio? What kind of studio?
It's a television studio.
Oh, wow. You own a
So
television studio?
no. The studio where I go in for my TV broadcasts.
When does that happen?
It happens a few times a month.
Oh, wow.
Whenever they call me in, there's a tennis court.
Is there any way we can find you?
No, it's just European television.
Hmm.
But sometimes I go on the BBC, and
Mhm.
sometimes I go on CNN or NBC, and then you can see me there. What is this little hut? It's a little
Do you wear a mask?
hut. Oh well, you do have to actually wear a mask now.
No, but
You
I
have to wear
mean,
a mask
like, no,
everywhere.
but like a whole face mask that we won't be able to see your face.
What they do there is you have to kind of wear a mask, right? Because you have to wear a mask everywhere.
Uh-huh.
And then what we would do inside the studio is they have us all distanced very far apart
Mhm.
once we get in the studio, and then we can take off our mask when they go to shoot the camera. But like all of the crew people and all the people that are working there are all masked, like the producers and everything. So the only ones that the cameramen, everybody's masked except for the talent on the screen, like the presenters and the guests. But we're all super separated. But they've even stopped doing that a couple of months ago. So I was invited to go into the studio for election night coverage,
Oh, wow.
the American elections.
Uh-huh.
And then a few days before the event, they said, okay, We're not, we've shut the studio down. We're not bringing anybody in the studio, so we'll have to do it remotely. So I had a call in with, what did we call in with? Skype, I guess. I wanted to do Zoom, but we ended up doing Skype.
I didn't even realize that Skype was still around.
Yeah. Yeah, my network likes to use Skype. I told them I would much prefer to do Zoom because I have a lot more control. So here's another one of our buildings.
So I noticed that when I'm up here, I
Uh,
can't actually like click on the person and do the reply. I actually have to write their whole name. That's not an option, which would be nice to have
huh.
when somebody's on, up here up streaming. So probably gonna write that down.
I like playing this. CNN uses WebEx. Oh yeah. I think I've seen. Was it CNN? They use WebEx. I think they also use. Was it Skype? I'm trying to think. One of the American networks I saw was using Skype too.
Right. I'm surprised. Dean says we must memorize your maestro's voice so we can figure out if the face is his.
Oh yeah, but I use a different voice when I'm on TV. Have
Do
to
you
use your
really?
television. Of course, have to use my television voice.
What is
Just
your
like,
television voice?
just like you have radio voice, you have television voice.
What is your television voice?
Oh, I can't just do it like that. I gotta prep for it. But
What's your radio voice?
look at these trees. You know who has a really good radio voice is Chris on here.
Chris who? What's his name? What's his handle?
His handle on Periscope is like make me laugh or something like that.
Huh.
And yeah, a posher voice, Euro. Yeah, exactly. You have to be a little bit posh. And then when I'm on the BBC, then I have to switch to my British voice.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I don't have to, but it's fun.
Interesting.
It's fun.
I did see there is a YouTube video out there of you.
I mean, there's like 100 YouTube videos
I
out there.
have not.
So,
I've only
so I
found
always find it
one.
funny when people say, "Well, I found this YouTube video." I'm like, "Yeah, there's probably like 150 of them." So,
Is this your
this is
regular?
a regular voice. I don't know if I have a regular voice. This is kind of my Periscope voice, I guess.
Yeah.
I think I remember your face from when you were in Jordan. Yeah, you probably in Jordan, and because I'm a keynote speaker, so I gave a keynote speech in Jordan, and in some other places when I was in the Middle East. So yeah, as in Mary Poppins. Hello, Governor. So yeah, Mary Poppins. Dick Van Dyke did a British accent that's way over the top and iconic in the UK, and people in the UK like to make fun of Dick Van Dyke's accent.
On and Mary Poppins.
Yeah, have you seen it?
Oh yeah, many
Yeah,
times.
it's really he has a crazy accent.
Yeah. That's funny.
Hello, Governor.
Governor.
So what are they playing over here? It looks like some type of handball.
So what
over there
time
they're
is it
playing
in
tennis.
Paris? What time is it?
John
in Paris?
Hardy just subscribed. Thank you guys. And thank you guys for all those awards. That's amazing. Bye for now, folks. Billy Peter says, love Hop so far. I think it shows a lot of potential. I think it shows a lot of potential.
You know what
It would be
cool?
easier to
You know
fly
what'd
to
be
Periscope
cool?
about the city title and search for Euromaestro. Carl Simon says hi.
It
What
would be
cool?
cool. It would be cool to have like the time that you're in on the bottom there. That'd be kind of cool. Or
Yeah.
maybe with the location.
So just to be clear, Russell, that's not my Cockney accent. That's my Dick Van Dyke imitation.
What about Mary Poppins? Does she do a good accent or not?
Mary Poppins herself.
Yes. Did she have a? Yeah, she had an accent.
Well, they don't make fun of they don't make fun of her. They're basically making fun of Dick Van Dyke. You got your family in Monument, great place. Back, I forgot my password. It's not sending me a notice to my email to reset. Oh, well, I took you off the invite, but let me see if I can try to invite you again, Linny. But we've already figured out it won't, like, we'll be able to hear you, but we're not going to be able to see you.
Yeah, well, she can go to the notifications and the invite should be there still.
No, I took the invite out.
Oh, you did. Okay, okay.
Yeah, I took everybody's invite out except yours because I wanted to see if that made it a
Oh,
difference.
she said she
But
did.
it
Okay.
doesn't. It remembers the initial one.
Yeah.
You didn't have it on your phone. Yeah, because I took it out, but I just re-invited you, so should work. So, it's like in Periscope, you can have 3 people in the beam, but they're all audio only. So we can do
Oh, yeah.
audio only, several people apparently,
But be
but not
warned
video.
that the broadcaster can actually see you. So don't come in here in your
Oh,
underwear
yeah,
and think
yeah,
that
that's a good
it's
point.
only
The
audio.
broad, that's a really good point. So the
Yeah.
broadcaster can see and the other people in the beam can see you,
Yeah.
but the audience only hears you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, do. So I haven't been in this park for a long time.
Yes, that is what I want. I'm not dressed. Well, um, we will be able to see you, us like Euro and myself, but the rest of the people won't be able to see you. So you might still want to cover up. Good to know.
So I'm
So
back.
you
That's what I
muted
want.
us. So you muted us for a second there.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button. So that's the bad thing with the 12 is that the button to launch the lady can be hit very easily by accident,
Oh, okay.
which isn't the case on the 11.
But it's kind of cool on here on the broadcast that you can actually mute because you couldn't do that on Periscope. So
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it mutes everything, I guess.
yeah.
Oh my God, it's a beta bug in the house. Guys, this is another great person to follow. She's a insect expert and she does some great science videos. So if you're into science, you should definitely be following at Isa Beta Bug or Isa Beta Bug, depending on whether you're British or American. And yeah,
She has been here for a little while.
yes, she has been.
There's that Isabel Valdez, and then so there's 2 Isabels on here.
Yeah, this is Isabel Betancourt,
Yeah.
which is funny because I know someone else with the exact same name. Maybe Isabel knows who I'm referring to because she's kind of famous. So the other Isabel lives in Paris, and I've talked with her and even scoped her once. I really like how there's so many controls here in HAPS. That's true. There are a lot of controls. Oh, so now we're getting into a fun part of the park. You see there's more trails and stuff like that. There's actually a place when we're able to travel again that I want to show you guys in the UK, where they have a road to nowhere. They have an actual road, like a highway, that goes nowhere. So they built this highway, but then they never finished it. And so, it's done. It's constructed. It's got, lane markings and everything, but it just doesn't go anywhere. It goes literally to a dead end. So cars are not allowed on there anymore since it doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, wow.
But people use it to walk their dogs or jog or whatever. And they also use it for films. So the film industry loves it because they have a very realistic set now where they can film like car crashes and any type of highway traffic scene. And they can even shoot it in a way that it looks more like the country, like a country road instead of a highway.
Ah.
So when I got this invite, it says, "Hi, go live." I did that and it brings up my page. I hit launch studio and it's not working. Yeah, so I don't know. It might be because I invited you and then I took it out and I put it back, so it might be messed up.
We're on the road to nowhere.
This is kind of a road to nowhere because this is a road that's inside a park, so you're not going to have any traffic on. Oh my God, awesome. Mary just gave us a state safe award. I think we're going to hit that goal, whatever the goal is. I got to talk to somebody to find out how you change those settings because I could not find it.
I couldn't find it either. I think it just automatically sets it for you at $10.
No, I don't think so because I've been in other people's scopes and some people have it set at 20, some people set it at 50, some people set it at 100. And somebody in here said, "Oh, you just change it in your settings." But
Oh, I
went
couldn't
in,
find it. Yeah.
I couldn't, yeah, I went into the settings and I thought I went through every option. I didn't see anywhere where it mentioned goals or amounts.
Yeah, I couldn't either. I'm gonna let me look on my.
I think you did it right. The way I joined is I just hit that go live button, just like I'm doing a new broadcast. And then I see the screen where it says create new broadcast, which you don't want to click. And then there's one below it with the name of whichever ones you've been invited to. The real Hey Ken is here. I think that's Kenny. You've seen different numbers. Yeah, so Isabel's seen different numbers. So there is some way to change it. I just don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I'm trying to look right now because I have my computer on, but I can't even see it on there either. Even under earnings or sponsorship and payments, I don't see it.
Yeah, I saw earnings, I saw sponsorship. I didn't see anything that said goal, even when I clicked on those things. Now they have some pétanque pitches here. So that's like bocce, if you're familiar with. It's a game that you play by tossing these metal balls. So I think there's some people here playing, but we're into the sun, so I got to go around to the other side before you can see them. So you see they toss these metal balls and they try to get close to a certain marker. Oh my God, it's 10 degrees or 9 degrees in South Florida. So that's pretty cold.
Wow, that is pretty cold.
That is, let me check. We might be a little bit warmer here in Paris. I think we're at 12 degrees. Yeah, it looks like we're at 12 degrees. So a little bit warmer here. 3 degrees warmer in Paris than in South Florida. So they have a few pitches here. And there's a pétanque club here somewhere, but I don't remember how to get to it. But somewhere in here there's a big club for this sport, which is, like I said, it's like bocce ball.
Well, I'm gonna jump off because I gotta start working, and so thank you so much for having me as your guest.
Well, thanks for joining, and thanks for putting up with this test.
You're good. You're good. I'll be watching you from my computer and down at the.
Yeah. Once I figure out how this stuff is working, and once we get past lockdown, I can go back to doing regular scopes.
All right.
Of museums and events and things like that. But in the meantime, it's just going to be walk-arounds, shopping videos, and things like that. Maybe some news videos. All right. Well, thanks a lot, Mary, for popping in.
Have a great day, guys.
Okay,
Bye.
You too. Cheers. 27 says Isabel with snow in Michigan. So she must mean Fahrenheit. And Isabel is a scientist, so I am oh so disappointed that she's using Fahrenheit. So I think that's around -2 degrees. Dana says wind chill is 14 Fahrenheit, which let's do the conversion here. I think that is minus 10 degrees, if I'm not mistaken. Doing the math in my head, big mistake. But it should be minus 10 degrees. It dropped. Yep, storm rolled through and it dropped. Oh. So it's cool because metric system for insect measurements. Yes! Isabel, you just made me so happy. You made me very happy with that statement. Oh, I would tell you, when the day comes when Americans finally start using metric measurements, I'll be so happy. And I think we should all be happy, because think about it. Once the Americans switch, that means the entire world will be using the same system, the same language. Think of the unity that will bring, that we can all communicate to each other in a universal language. Hey, Silver Star in the house. So Silver Star does a lot of interesting broadcasts as well. So check him out. He's knowledgeable on history and other things. You want the switch? Yes, I want the switch so bad. So, everybody else made the switch. Some of us switched 200 or 300 years ago. The Canadians, they only switched recently, a few decades ago. Same time that the Americans were supposed to switch. But the Canadians actually did it, and then the Americans changed their mind halfway through. If you go around the US, you will still see vestiges of the metric transition system in the States. There are highways signs in the States in kilometers. You have kilometer markers instead of like mile markers. You have signs that say the distance in kilometers. Americans said, heck with the metric system, we're not learning it. Yeah, they started and then they started and then they stopped. Yeah. Interestingly enough, they never changed the law. So the law is still on the books. So officially, legally, the US is still a metric country. But in the American system, you have a very complicated thing, because you can have what the law says, and then you have what the executive enforces. And the executive, the US president, just doesn't enforce the law that he's required to enforce by law. So he just literally ignores the law. So that's where we are right now. And they did repeal the highway law. They had a law for federal highways which required metric transition both for construction and planning and for road signage. Now they did change that law. Otherwise there would have been a road signage problem. But the other laws they've never changed. US states let construction project and metric measurements ago. What a nightmare. They switched back. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about. So there was the highway constructions, which were in metric, and then they abandoned those. And then there was the signage. But legally, the metric system is the official measurement system in the United States. But it has been for a long time, since 1866, I think. So it's been a long time, since the Civil War, basically. All right, well, I think this was a pretty good test. I think I'm going to go to another location. Thank you guys for joining. I'm going to try another broadcast later on, probably from maybe the Eiffel Tower or the Champs-Élysées. And we'll see how that goes. Take care. Bye.